So here's the deal. Mega Scovillain might actually be insanely broken, and we might all be sleeping on him. So, also, hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. I'm the Battle Room. Today we're going to be breaking down Mega Scovillain. We're going to give you a team. We're going to test him out on the ladder. We're going to see what is all this talk about Scovillain. So at first glance, when you first heard about Mega Scovillain, you, much like me and everyone else, probably said this guy's ass, right? His ability, fire. Not gonna lie, hitting him with a move, not just making contact, hitting him with a dazzling gleam, hitting him with a earthquake, a heat wave, anything that you touch him with, he burns you. That's an insane ability. But Mega Scovillain unfortunately got the horrible split Mega treatment where they split his attack and his special attack, and they give them both buffs, and it just ends up taking a lot of stat points out of what potentially could be a good Mega. Most of the time, the best Megas are pretty min-maxed. Usually they do have a punishing like 10 to 20 stats, but Scovillain, man, it's rough. It's rough. But that ability is still good, and as a support Pokemon, it's like pretty solid. But the thing is like in this format, especially this one we're currently playing, there's not really like a need for a supportive Mega Pokemon. Like obviously, hey, maybe if we're playing with like Calyrex, it'd be really cool to burn or Shifu or something, right? But we're not playing with Calyrex. We're playing with like Garchomp and King Gambit. So it's like, is this guy worth using, is the question. The answer is yes. He actually got top of the ladder. Wolf Glick was able to climb all the way to the top of Scovillain, and it's just been kind of the talk of the town. And I think that he is pretty incredible. I've seen many a clip, I've seen many a team with him, and I kind of think that he might be sauced. And so today we're going to figure that out. That's our goal. That's our plan. So the moveset is usually pretty simple. There is a variety of moves you can run, but Overheat, Leaf Storm, Rage Powder, Protect is one of the best ones. Obviously, Rage Powder, you want to pull in those moves. No matter what moves are firing off, you want to pull them in, get them burned, and get going. And then also Overheat and Leaf Storm are just two really strong nukes. For a Pokemon that just doesn't need to do a lot of damage, he's mainly about pressing Rage Powder and supporting his friends. So like these are just two good nukes to have. I found this spread on a team that I found on Twitter. I don't know what it does. I'm sure it does something incredible. He is pretty bulky. Obviously, bold nature, it allows you to just be as defensive as possible, especially in the face of Sneasler. You can live a Dire Claw. It's a very, very good spread. I've been testing it out a little bit here and there. But let's check out the team that I've curated for you today. So this team was by Charisma Check on Twitter. I will link down their Twitter down below. But they didn't actually give up like a shareable rental code of their team. So I just recreated it to the best of my ability. So yeah, that's what we're working with. They didn't actually share the team ID, but this is what I made up. So Scovillain is the centerpiece. He's the star of the team, the guy, the carry, if you will. So what Scovillain is able to do, like we mentioned earlier, is redirect all those hits. So we needed to make him as bulky as possible. I already kind of covered what his moveset does. He's just supposed to Rage Powder and then deal lots of damage with his strong high base power moves. Then we have Mega Floette. Mega Floette is kind of a perfect partner here because Scovillain, it's like probably a pretty solid solo Mega, but I think one of the strengths of it is that it is a very good double Mega. And into especially highly physical teams, he can be really valuable. If you look at my team, I have 4 physical attackers and 2 special attacking Megas, and I think this meta is primarily very, very physical focused, and I think that's another reason why Scovillain is just absolutely tearing up the ladder. So Floette is there as our second Mega to just add a big special nuke, right? It's just very, very speedy. I wanted to have a lot of speed, a lot of special attack. We don't really have, like, we have redirection, but it is Scovillain, and I don't know if I'm going to truly bring them both together. So I just wanted it to be more of a strong attacking Floette instead of a very defensive Calm Mind, like focusing on setting up those Calm Minds. Then we also don't have Intimidate, so I just felt like any defense, like outside of the little bit we had, was not super worth it. Then we have Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is the GOAT, as is the meta right now. Aerodactyl also gives us a really good tailwind option for our Floette and our Scovillain. Like, it also gives us a good Charizard matchup, which I think is a little bit spooky on this team. I swear to God, whoever figures out the Aerodactyl matchup with the Charizard team is going to be going places. But for now, Aerodactyl is our Charizard matchup. Max speed, max attack, nothing crazy. Then we have King Gambit. Steel types are good, and also just having a steel type to potentially go into Floette feels very, very good. I decided to run a King Gambit set that always lives Sneasler close combats with our Triple Berry. You do have to run a bit of defense. Don't let them tell you otherwise. I made him a little bit speedy. Like, not really. He's really slow, but I just really wanted to live that hit. And then we have the Scarf Basculegion. This thing is just max speed, max attack, right? That's all it needs to do. It doesn't need to be jolly to outspeed There's a really important Pokemon that needs to outspeed. I think it's like, to outspeed Aerodactyl. Yeah, duh. So yeah, it does need to be Jolly, unfortunately, but still, the damage is absolutely absurd with Last Respects. It's got a ton of utility with that Flip Turn. It's got that priority move in Aqua Jet. It's just probably the best Pokemon in the game. But that's another cool thing about Scovillain, is that he is able to actually just redirect and burn Basculegion, just making their Basculegion worthless. Like, you're going to see him in action, dude, and you're going to be blown away. I've played 2 games with him, and he's felt incredible. And then finally, we have a bulky Citrus Berry Garchomp. I decided to cut a lot of attack. I wanted him to be really, really bulky, so I made it so that he lives Sneasler close combats most of the time with Citrus Berry. I think he can, there's like a 15% chance if you get unlucky, they can kill you. And I didn't want to cut too much speed or too much attack because I still wanted to outspeed enemy Basculegions if they weren't Scarf. I just felt like it was pretty useful. And I also think that number is just a good number to hit. So yeah, that's where we're at with Garchomp. He's just as bulky as possible. I think the main flow of this team is just to try to use the good Pokemon, right? Like, especially when we're not bringing Floette, we're just going to have Scovillain, and we're just going to be, like, spamming Earthquakes and Dragon Claws, right? Like, King Gambit, Garchomp, Basculegion are just 3 of the best Pokemon. So if you give them a redirector that just burns the enemy, it just seems like it would be very, very strong, especially when we're fighting mirrored versions of those Pokemon. So let's hop in and let's see what the hype is about. Alright, so we've got our first opponent here with a pretty standard team. Now, the Pokemon that cause Scovillain the most trouble, I would say, are like fire types, right? Like, because they can't get burned. So a Pokemon like Talonflame is actually like mad annoying. That is a perfect Pokemon to deal with Scovillain. But the thing is Aerodactyl is a perfect Pokemon to deal with Talonflame. So we're kind of chilling. I want to go Aerodactyl, Scovillain. I think Scovillain is actually pretty strong here. I think Scovillain actually can do some work. I mean, dude, if he burns Garchomp, he burns Sneasler, King Game. Like I said, dude, their whole team is physical except for Floette, so that's all we got to deal with. And we have some really good Floette answers, most notably Basculegion and potentially Scovillain. You know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to go crazy here. I kind of want to lead Aerodactyl, Basculegion because I kind of want to just put Talonflame into the dumpster and just potentially Jet Rock slide him. Like, he's just cooked. I'm going to bring Scovillain because this is a Scovillain video, and I also think he is good here. And then I'm going to bring KG because we do need probably 2 answers for Floette. I mean, like, low-key burning Floette isn't the worst thing in the world, too. Like, it is just residual damage the entire time. Okay, focus up. See the rank? 2031. I have dropped a little bit since last time. I was testing out some Meganium teams and stuff. I was just messing around, and yeah, I fell a little bit. Okay. Here's the thing. I think we could potentially hit him with it. Like, I do think we could hit him. No, not the Flip Turn. We could hit him with the Flip Turn. Honestly, both Pokemon do just live, though. You know what I mean? Like, we could... Well, if it's Light of Ruin, they could die. That would be the issue. I don't want to lose Basculegion, though, is the thing. If I can Flip Turn out of here, it would feel really good. I think we'll just Flip Turn. I mean, if it's maybe Moonblast one-shots, I really hope it doesn't. Let's just go for Tailwind Flip Turn. I'm so afraid, though, that, like, this Pokemon is... So that's a little bit too good, dude. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. This guy is a little bit too good, maybe. But let's see. Let's see if I can go GOAT mode here. Basculegion lives with 1. We get the Flip Turn off. We're chilling. We go into Scovillain, and we just start burning shit. That's my plan. We can also just go into KG. Light of Ruin, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. You got me, dude. You got me. He does not live that one. We could have hit him with the Jet Slide, but like at the end of the day, it's like he was still gonna kill me anyways. But this is okay. This is actually really lit. This is really lit. Like, Rock Slide just goes nuts. I think I'm gonna go into KG first, dude. Scovillain being our last guy doesn't feel great, but I think going into KG is the move. I'm tempted to just sucker here, like to put the pressure on the Floette, because I think it will die. I think we're allowed to do this. They could Brave Bird to break my Sash. Well, I guess it would be Dual Wing Beat. They Dual Wing Beat or Acrobatics me to break my Sash, but I think we should be chilling. I'm worried that if they're Sash, though, we might not be chilling. Okay, they do Brave Bird to break my Sash. This could be lit, though. We might just get a double KO. This could be good. Garchomp would be the scariest guy left, though, is the thing. Okay, I get the sucker off. I think it's enough. Oh, that's so enough. Aerodactyl, buddy. I love you. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. He did what he needed to. Good job. And then if they were Sash, they broke their own Sash with Brave Bird there. Which I don't know if you run Sash Brave Bird, but you could. I actually really think you don't need to run Dual Wing Beat. I personally, if I were to use Talonflame right now, I like Acrobatics. I think Acrobatics just makes the most sense. There are some Sash Sneaslers, but I think most of them are not Sash. Ooh, this is fire. This is so fire. Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready for this? This is gonna be so goated. Okay, so we're gonna protect here. And we're gonna go for Dual Wing Beat. We just need to get him in. He protects. Nice job. Thank you, King Gambit. You're based. And then he's gonna go for Fake Out on. He's gonna Jet me. He goes down. Are they locked into Jet? If they're locked into Jet, this is so lit. They're gonna go for CC. Yeah. He's actually just gonna clean up in the back. Oh my god. He's like. He's Pokemon Magic, dude. There's some Pokemon, when I play this game, I think I just kowtow. I want to kowtow Basculegion. I just want him gone. Do I want him gone? I think we'll kowtow him, and then we Rage Powder. There's some Pokemon that I swear to God, when I play the game, and I just bring them, right? Like, for no logical, thoughtful reason, I just say, hey, I'm gonna bring Amoonguss. He's just good. And in every matchup you bring him into, Amoonguss is one of the best Pokemon in the game. And he's just good, right? Incineroar, most of the time. There's obviously some matchups where Amoonguss can suck, but there's some Pokemon where like, yeah, fuck it, we'll bring him. And you just go nuts with it. And you just win the game. It's so fun. He's so sick. Like, he's just gonna burn him here. And unfortunately, you're gonna get burned. The Dire Claw won't even matter. I don't care. I simply don't care. That defense must be for Dire Claw, by the way. That's definitely what it is. There's the burn. Enjoy. Enjoy. Okay, we got the turn pretty wrong, though. enough ranting about how awesome this guy is, because, like, the turn did get kind of screwed. Okay. So, if I'm them, it's probably Ironhead, because I think they're just gonna Jet Scovillain. They probably just Jet Scovillain. You know what I should have done last turn? I probably should have just protected it Leaf Storm, by the way. Not that it would have really changed anything, how that turn played out, but that was probably the objective best play. Okay, I think it's just Ironhead into their Sneasler, and I think it's just Rage Powder. Because I think they're going to Jet. I don't think they want to Wave Crash us. But maybe if they Wave Crash, they win. But I think they'll just Jet, because they don't want to get Sucker Punch, so I think it's going to be a Jet. It's also concerning that they have Protect, though. Yeah, it's Jet. So he is burned. We are going to get hit by a close combat here, but we have Chopal, and we also get to fire back with Ironhead. If they're Sash, I think they lose. If they're White Herb, obviously, which I assume they are, I do probably have to get them with a Sucker Punch at some point, which is kind of annoying. Like, we have to play really, really well with our guy here. Oh, they're not. It's Sash. Oh my god. It's beautiful. Scovillain just wins the game. They're both burned. King Gambit wins the game. It's just, that's why he's so good. That's why he's him, dude. That's why Scovillain is him. This was oh my god. This was my first battle, too. Well, I warmed up a few, but this one, just straight into the game, and he's just straight beautiful, right off the bat. The burn on both Pokemon just matters. I actually think maybe they were supposed to Wave Crash. I think they were supposed to Wave Crash and Dire Claw me. I think they would have won then. Well, no. I would have still been full HP, but they might have. It would have been like a mind game. It would have been a Kowtow Aqua Jet mind game, I think. But we take the dub. He's just so good. He's so good. All right, I think we're getting closer and closer to get back into Champions Tier. Oh yeah, we're almost there. We'll get back in there. I think at the Champions Tier, I really, really love the idea of Champions Tier, because I feel like in the past, when it was Master Ball, it was fine. Like, there was still clearly a clear order of players, and you could be rank 1, and being rank 1 was admittedly really sick. But I feel like the little extra bonus, you know, it hits you with the dopamine. It hits you with the dopamine, and that's always great game design. The dopamine hit, perfect game design. And I think the Champions Tier really does do that. It's also, like, low-key. You kind of have to stay up to date with it. You kind of have to work for it. which is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I kind of like that about it. I don't know if I want to do it every month, but it was fun to get here. I mean, obviously it was the first month, it was the first time, but yeah. Okay, lock in. Once again, they have all physical attackers except for Gardevoir and Whimsicott, so we need to deal with them. Scovillain can kind of deal with them. Also, Scovillain can one-shot like Basculegion and Kingambit, which is like two of the best Pokemon in the game, so another plus for the guy here. We could get kind of crazy. We could do Aerodactyl Scovillain. I don't think I want to. I think, dude, low key, I really like Scovillain Kingambit. I think that's probably a really good lead into this. And then I want my Basculegion, dude. I'm never leaving home without him. And then what is the last Pokemon? Chomp looks okay, but it's probably just Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's not good into their team, really. Chomp's better, but also Gardevoir is still very spooky. But maybe I have enough pressure to keep Gardevoir down. I'm gonna go with Garchomp. I just kind of want him. I just don't think Aerodactyl really did anything. Like, if we get Tailwind, sure, but it's like, dude, what am I speeding up? A Kingambit, right? A Kingambit and a Scovillain. They don't really need to go very fast, but sure. I mean, granted, we did it last game. Okay, Gardevoir Mousehold. Okay. I think this is actually kind of annoying. Like, really annoying. Chase is Defiant. Okay, that's fire. We do this for sure. I think he's pretty good into this Gardevoir for sure. I'm really afraid of like Super Fang Hyper Voice though into Kingambit. I'm just gonna go for Protect, Overheat, and Mouse. I think most likely here they don't rip the Protect on Mouse turn 1. I don't think they're really like threatened that bad. If I were them, this is what I would do. I'd go for Super Fang plus Hyper Voice. That just seems good. Scovillain damage. I could have maybe Floetted this. But dude, he looks so good. He's literally, these are the two guys that we have to deal with. Gardevoir is just really important we need to take out. Okay, I think this is Hyper Voice Super Fang. Could be Faint Super Fang, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good play. Because you just get, he just takes too much damage, right? And then even if I redirect, you're still gonna Super Fang Scovillain, which I think feels pretty good. I saw an insane Scovillain set as well today. That was like Fire Spin Leech Seed. I think that there might be a little bit more sauce you can run on this guy. Like, really. He might actually have the sauce. This Pokemon's crazy. Okay, now, I like what happened. I like how this played out. We got a little burn on Gardevoir. We got Mousehold down real low. I think I'm just going to Rage Powder and Iron Head. Gardevoir is just so scary, man. Gardevoir is just so scary. Alright, what are you doing? If they Super Fang, I'm feeling really good, though. I'd really love to see that. It's going to be an Encore. Oh, okay, respect. I respect that play, that's strong. I didn't even think about that. And the Psychic? Dude, they're just beating the shit out of this guy, but he's clutching it. He's just bulky enough. Alright, this should put it, like, really low. Yeah. Does Burn get it next turn? That'd be incredible. Ooh, it's going to live on 1. So annoying. See, this is, maybe I just want an Aerodactyl just to pick off the things next to Mousehold here. This is annoying. Scovillain might be worth saving. I don't know if he is. I think he has to faint. I think that's okay. And then I'm just gonna go for Iron Head into Mouse. Maybe I should have suckered. No, I should have Iron Headed. I made the right play. I think we just gotta let him go. Because I don't want to switch Garchomp into it. Dude, Aerodactyl would have been sauced. He would have been a great switch in there. Okay. Captain down. I would have lived the turn 1, by the way, which is kind of funny. Doesn't really matter, though. We get to kill Mousehold. And now we have a Sucker Punch threat onto Gardevoir, which feels good. I don't think Garchomp, I want to safely assume, outspeeds Gardevoir here, so I don't really want to bring him in. Well, okay, what is he gonna bring? He's gonna bring in Kingambit, Whimsicott. See, like, if I bring in this guy, then Whimsicott I can target down really easily with Kingambit. But if they bring in Incin, this guy's good. It's really if they bring in their Kingambit, I'd rather bring in Garchomp. But otherwise, I want to bring in Basculegion. So I think I can do this. Okay. I should have sent in Garchomp. That's my bad. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I don't know if they actually Sucker Punch me, to be honest. I think they just kowtow the slot. I think it just feels really safe. I mean, I can't do anything back to him, so, like, it's just worth it for me to just flip turn and sucker. Like, I'm predicting them to kowtow. I hope they don't have some stupid move on Gardevoir. Like, if they actually have Encore or something. Trick Room could be kind of scary as well. Could be a little spooky. But they also might just try to keep me honest. I'm really surprised that they protected. Did they protect? I don't remember. Okay. Oh, no, they never protected. We're chilling, we're chilling. I'm losing my mind here. I'm losing my mind. I'm so mad at myself for bringing this guy in. Okay, that's fair. That's valid. And then now they know what I'm now locked into. That's fair. I should have flipped turned off Gardevoir. I really should have. Okay, what did they do? Are they about to get so annoying on me? Is it Trick Room? It's probably Trick Room. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. It kind of depends what their last Pokemon is. But now they're just kowtowing Basculegion like 100%. The sucker flip turn in the guard was so good. That was such a good play. I don't know why I didn't do that one. If I'm saying that they're kowtowing. Now they have their own Basculegion in Trick Room. Well, now I just have an extra Pokemon. If they have Low Kick, it's annoying. I think I'm just going to let this guy die, dude. Honestly, I don't think he has much value to me. I think I want to kowtow. I think I live their Low Kick no matter what. I think bulky Garchomp should be able to clutch this up. I'm so afraid of a Low Kick Jet, though. That's my fear. Okay, it's just a Low Kick. We should live this. I'm going to be in the red. I'm going to be super low. What? It kills? No. Oh, my God. Dude, we had that. We had that. Now I just lose. Now I just lose. I really think we had that one. Yeah, he just last respects. Oh my god. That one was brutal. I think it totally mattered. We have so much defense too. We have so much defense. That's actually tragic. I don't think Garchomp can do anything because I don't even have Earthquake, but even if I did, I kind of want to see how much I would do to King Gambit. I think we just guarantee one because I think the kowtow is not going to be enough. We might even live. It might be a 3-hit, like with the Citrus Berry. So we would have just killed Basculegion and been chilling. Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, he clutches that. He clutches that every single time. Because, yeah, I can take another one. And then 2 stomping should always kill here. We'll see in a second how much good it does. Yeah, I would need 2. I had that so locked. Oh, King Gambit, why, man? He failed me. He failed me. King Gambit failed me. Also, he was really slow on his King Gambit. I feel like the King Gambit, there is like a speed war for it. Now, I thought I would just live the hit. I wasn't even sure who was faster. But I think the being a faster King Gambit, especially with Low Kick, is pretty valuable. Because I feel like you're not pressing Trick Room on Gardevoir that often, you know? Alright, so we got another Mega Gardevoir team? That's actually insane. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, Mega Gardevoir is really annoying. Gardevoir is really, really annoying and frustrating. I mean, we just played it, so we kind of know what to do. I think Scovillain's good. I think we can make him work. I think it's like Scovillain, King Gambit again. That just seemed like a pretty solid lead. But this time we actually bring Aerodactyl. We are leaving ourselves really vulnerable to H-Slash. Or not H-Slash, King Gambit here, if we bring Basculegion. This guy's okay. I mean, he's pretty decent in everything. Maybe he's bulky enough to go the distance. Maybe it's just Garchomp. We just really need to remove Gardevoir. I think potentially a change I would make on this team is maybe just EQ on Garchomp. But at the same time, like, I get it. Like, I get the appeal of Stomping Tantrum. Because Earthquake, I've played that set a lot, and I do like it, and it is good. But sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's like, man, I don't want to have to protect. Like, it's kind of nice to have Stomping. Alright, they trace Moody. That's actually really scary. Because they should just protect to get a Moody boost. Like, statistically, it probably favors them, but I think they're just going to play it really safe. I mean, like, I am so afraid of the Super Fang plus... Super Fang plus Hyper Voice play. We do live, But that's not the point. Like, I just don't want to be knocked down to 1 HP and have to deal with a mouse. But maybe we could just kill mouse with Overheat Iron Head, and then I would at least get a sucker off from potentially Gardevoir. Okay, Gardevoir protects. And I overheated Gardevoir, right? Is it just double protect at least? No, mouse attacked. That's scary. That's scary. Because the Moody Boost actually could just go nuts here. Okay, they get the Super Fang wrong, thankfully. That's good. But what do they do? I get the overheat wrong, though. Is it please? Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Holy, that's so good. I mean, granted, they could have Trick Room, and that wouldn't be very chill. But let's just go for Iron Head plus overheat into Gardevoir. I think that is the plan and the move here. I don't think they have a real... I mean, they just have to follow me. Follow me feels good, though. Super Fang feels pretty bad. I actually think we're in a good spot, as long as King Gambit lives. But they also have cause for concern, depending on how fast their Gardevoir is. Potentially, they might have to just... They actually... I got so lucky with the Moody Boost. I was literally just going to be like, are you serious? They just get special attack boost, and we just lose. Like, we literally just... It's just over. But yeah, that was lit. That was lit. I couldn't have asked for a better one, I don't think. I mean, like, the attack buff is insane. They low-rolled the shit out of that. Okay, what do you got? They're going to withdraw. Okay, I mean, like, Overheat Iron Head should hit a lot. Not great into him, but that's okay. Super Fang misses, too. Oh, my God. This game is just beauty. I guess, technically, I should have just pressed Leaf Storm. I guess it's like, do I think King Gambit's coming in? Or do I think, Garchomp or Basculegion's coming in? And I guess, honestly, I feel like Overheat was probably more fair. I wonder what their last is now. Now I just want to let them get burned, dude. Okay, there's Citrus Berry, that's good. I think we just let them get burned. I think we do. They might not even, they might try to avoid him. I'm just gonna go for, I guess we'll go for Overheat into Mousehold, and then we'll swap into Aerodactyl. I think King Gambit needs to stay alive. We need King Gambit pretty bad. Dude, if you hit me with a Super Fang Rock Slide, like, fine. You can have him, man. That would just be so insane. I guess it's not too insane, but do you really want to Rock Slide on King Gambit? Okay, they just protect. That's lit. They're just gonna Super Fang again. And the Aerodactyl would feel pretty nice. Oh, Super Fang is Scovillain, so he is now burned. The mouse is burned. That doesn't really, like, do anything for us, but the mouse is burned. Oh, we can overheat too. Sure. Okay, 7% per turn. Show him how it's done, Scovillain. This is looking pretty good, though. This is looking pretty solid. I think we can make this work. I think I'm going to let Scovillain go down. I think he's going to try his darndest to hit Garchomp here. He might actually live. He really might. And I'll just protect here. Like, I just don't want to, I mean, dude, this is a -6. Oh, no, we'll be at -6. I really could swap him. I really safely, I think, could swap in the KG. Or Garchomp, really. They would draw Garchomp. They're actually that afraid. They go to Gardevoir. Okay. I'm down. They were actually that afraid. They traced a Nerve, thank God. We almost, oh, no. They couldn't trace, they could trace, oh my God. I wonder if they could have traced the spicy thing. Holy shit. That would have been so bad. Alright, Super Fang into my guy. Makes sense. I actually high rolled that. Alright, big Leaf Storm from the boy here. Oh my God, dude. How does he keep doing so much damage? Okay, we need to get him out of here. He needs to get out of here now. I think I'm down to go into KG here, and I think it is just hit him with a Rock Slide. Like, I think they're going to Super Fang a Hyper Voice Aerodactyl, if anything. Hopefully Mouse goes down. Maybe I needed to Tailwind. I just didn't want to Tailwind because I'm so afraid of Trick Room. Like, they really could. We have a chance for flinches on both. Maybe I should have Rage Powdered. Maybe it was Rage Powder Rock Slide. I think it might have been, because then we would have pulled the Super Fang. Because I don't think we really need Scovillain. I think I should have threw Scovillain into the blender there. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, wait, they don't Mega. What? What are they doing? We flinch Mouse. Okay, it's already so lit and so worth. And they do Trick Room. Okay, I'm so happy with my play though. Okay, cool. I don't know why they didn't Mega though. Like, I think you just get more stats. So more power to you, I guess. I think we Iron Head Gardevoir, and then I think they could protect Gardevoir here. They really could. Our guys are healthy. We have that guy. That guy might actually really pay off. I think keeping him was so worth it. I want Iron Gardevoir, Iron Head Gardevoir so bad. I think we'll just Rock Slide. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just Iron Headed the mouse. But he could miss. I was like, what? What hacks could I get here? Yeah, he could miss. He's Super Fangs, Aerodactyl. Oh, I'm so down for that, dude. I'm so down for that. That's so fire. That's so fire. Okay. Hit him with the slide. Get Mouse out of here. What do you have for me now? Scovillain time. I think it's legitimately Scovillain time. Because they're going to bring in Garchomp or King Gambit. I know they have King Gambit. Let's be real. Send him out. Yep, there he is. So now, we just get to Iron Head, Kowtow, until the cows come home. And there's nothing they can do. Because then we just start Rage Powering. And once he's burned, he'll be nothing to me. Also, yeah, this is so chill. I think this is so fine. Because keeping Aerodactyl alive is valuable as well. We also have a really bulky Garchomp that's healthy. Yeah, we're chilling. We just need to remove Gardevoir. And if they switch into Garchomp, it's in Kowtow range next turn. So I think no matter what here, we're chilling. Oh my god, Unnerve. Oh my god. I got swagged on so badly. Like, it's genuinely not even funny how disgusting that was from my opponent. Holy shit. I genuinely can't be mad. Because that was the most disgusting play. That was so sick. Now I see why they didn't Mega the whole time. Oh my god. That's actually depressing how clean that was. We go into Garchomp. We can still win this. How many Treasure Trick we got? 2. Ooh, we're getting close to like double protect. I also don't know how fast his Gardevoir is. That is the real question. Did he have Whimsicott? No Whimsicott. Gardevoir's probably slower than Garchomp, unfortunately. I think it's cooked. We might just need a double protect, might win. You're definitely just overheating King Gambit, I think. Dude, they might just not Mega again. They might just try to just Moonblast me here. Maybe I was supposed to attack. Maybe I was supposed to Rage Powder or Stomping. I don't know. I really don't know. Because I think they're... It kind of depends, though. Like, I really could see Timid Gardevoir being good, especially with the Mouse Hole. A lot of the Garchomps are really fast, but at the same time, they do have Trick Room. Alright, let's see it. What are they doing? Is it Kowtow into... It's going to be Kowtow. Okay, so they're eating the burn. Scovillain, you might just still save us, dude. Genuinely, we might win. We will win if we're slower than Gardevoir, I think. Hyper Voice, yeah. I just don't think we are. Gardevoir is too good. Also, I totally forgot that Gardevoir has to rely on Hyper Voice, so they always had to Mega there, like every single time. I was like, they can Moonblast me, but no, they just don't even have the access to that. Okay. I think it's sadly just Prey. We could be, but I kind of think that the Gardevoir is slow. Like, having Trick Room is not just for Tailwind. It's probably part of the strat. I don't know. Maybe Garchomp can also just be that guy and clutch up. I don't think it's humanly possible. Because I also think he's getting Kowtow cleaved or Iron-Headed. Probably Iron-Headed. You might as well go for the flinch. No, they Kowtow. They just say I'm slower, which, again, they probably are. Let's see it. Please. No. Dude, we got swagged on so bad by the Unnerve. Like, genuinely, I'm not even mad. Like, I have to keep that in the video. Like, that play from my opponent was genuinely sick. Like, they outplayed me, and I'm not mad about that one at all. I think we played okay until they got me with that turn. Maybe I had to, like... Maybe I had to protect. Maybe I actually needed to be so aware of that because they played that so well. That was just sick. That was sick. We've lost twice, but one felt, like, pretty winnable. Like, I thought we were in a good spot. And then that one didn't deserve it. That was sick. That was a sick play. All right, so we've got Jarek with a kind of classic Sun team here. Scovillain looks fire. We can make him work. I think it's just Aerodactyl. Incineroar is good into Scovillain too, but as time goes on, Incineroar is just showing up less and less. I think it's Aerodactyl, Basculegion, Scovillain, and Garchomp. I feel like that's good in this matchup. I'm just having fun playing with this team too. I think it's just fun to use Scovillain. Like he's just a sick guy, man. I just want to burn all of their Pokemon. That is my goal. That's what I want out of this. I think in this matchup, though, we do have to lean a little bit heavily on Aerodactyl, which they could hit us with like a Whims Basculegion lead. I think that is a little bit spooky. I think Basculegion is so good on every team, but also on Sun, he just kind of works, dude, because he's so obnoxious to deal with. Because the Sun guys deal really well with the Pokemon that Basculegion hates, like King Gambit. King Gambit doesn't like going into the Sun matchup. He can, but like, dude, Charizard, Sneasler, Garchomp, Incin. Oh my god, I think that's why Sun is strong. Is because they just have all the anti-King Gambit attacks. And then a Basculegion that you have to somehow deal with. I think people are writing off Sun a little bit. Like, I feel like it's falling pretty hard in terms of usage. I'm very curious to see how it holds up as this format goes on. Because I think it's good. It's definitely strong, but I do also think, like, we're mostly playing closed team sheet, and real tournaments are going, or like the official tournaments are going to be open sheet. So I think it changes the meta a little bit, obviously, in that regard. But I think a lot of people will still be playing champions as well. So it's kind of interesting. All right, Basculegion and what was it, Charizard? Sure, into Basculegion and Aerodactyl. I want Tailwind. I want Tailwind for sure. Who do we have in the back again? Scovillain Garchomp? Okay, I'm down for that. Let's set up Tailwind, and I think we can flip turn off of Charizard. I don't feel too bad about that. Okay, Charizard draws, that's totally fine. Into what? Into Incineroar? Sure. I think Tailwind's important here because we just don't want to trade Aerodactyl for nothing, right? Because he's about to get hit to his Sash. They're about to swap out. We do get to bring in something for free here. It's probably not Scovillain, it's probably just Garchomp. It's probably Garchomp, they go into Charizard. I think Instant Basculegion also creates, like, really fire, like, cycling chains where, like, you get to have this insane pressure point with Basculegion, and then you just flip turn, intimidate them, bring in Sneasler, and now you're chilling, right? And then he can also do the same where he can just flip turn, or he can parting shot into Basculegion, and now I have this enormous pressure that I have to try to get rid of, right? Although in this case, let's go Garchomp for sure. Garchomp's chilling in Tailwind. We've seen all four of their Pokemon. I think Aerodactyl could still have some value. I think we switch him out for probably for just Basculegion. And then I think this guy just goes for a potential Stomping Tantrum into Incineroar. He's most likely getting faked out. Maybe I should just finish off Sneasler. I think both are really good kills. I think we should do Incin though, because I don't think I get to attack. So it's probably like not the biggest thing in the world. He's definitely getting faked out by one of them. Okay, is it the legendary double fake out? Could it be? It is. No way. Okay, that's sick. That's fine. Now he gets to eat his citrus. So his last two Pokemon were Basculegion and Charizard. So this turn I get a lot of value. This is my big day. This is like my turn. This is the big turn of the game where I just get to do whatever I want. Sneasler could protect. I'm gonna go for Wave Crash Stomping into Incineroar. Because hear me out. Incineroar, if it switches to Basculegion, I'll kill it. If it switches to Charizard, I'll kill it, and Stomping Tantrum will go over to Sneasler. I think Sneasler's gonna protect. I think if I take out Basculegion too, I'm feeling really good. Because next turn I could just take another kill with Basculegion. Yeah, they just protect. That's total. Wait, they didn't switch out Incin? Oh, okay. I'll also take a free Incineroar. I'll take that as well. Thank you. Thank you very much, Basculegion. I mean, I think it's okay, because he does force me to lock into a certain move. Dude, but if he goes into Charizard, I am totally 100% just going to Wave Crash it and then Stomping Tantrum the Sneasler. I think that's just so safe. Also, Scovillain is looking really good. We killed one of his biggest threats. And we're also about to do a lot of damage to one of his threats on the side here. That Tailwind was just so worth. Okay, they go into their Basculegion. Well, okay, dude, if you're going to do that, I'm just going to Wave Crash your Sneasler then. And I think we just protect. I could attack here. But I either KO Charizard or I KO Sneasler. So, yeah. Okay, the game is over. The game is over. He threw his Charizard into the fire like that? This has got to be a forfeit, dude. This has got to be a forfeit right after this turn. Oh my god. Yeah, because Scovillain just actually wins. He gets to burn both of them, and then Garchomp will... Well, Garchomp will be the guy to actually win the game, but Scovillain will win, like, for us. He'll burn them both. Last respects. It's a little annoying, but totally acceptable. Also, I mean, his Tailwind's still up for one turn. Scovillain can actually just get a kill. No, we don't have Tailwind. That's okay, though. Okay. Scovillain, dude. It's time. It's time to show him what you're made of. I think we swap out Garchomp. I think that because we did just protect him, right? Yeah, we did. Kind of wish we didn't, but all right, Mega Evolve. I think we could actually go for Leaf Storm here. We go for Leaf Storm. I mean, honestly, I think Garchomp can live. I think we can just double attack. I think we can. I might be throwing. I might be. Let's see. Let's see. Because they fake out one, but if they fake out Scovillain, they just get burned. And that feels terrible. Because I think maybe I can just... Maybe this was a throw. Alright, they fake out Scovillain, so that's one burn. That's acceptable. I think Garchomp lives. That's what I'm really counting on here too. He does. Oh, okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. He lived. He lived. Get that stomping off, King. Whew, that was scary. But maybe it wasn't worth. Maybe it wasn't worth. I think it's fine. No, I don't know. Okay. I shouldn't protect Garchomp because I think we're going to need every little bit of damage on this thing as possible. I think we can do it, okay? So I think we Leaf Storm always, because if Leaf Storm hits, we win. And then we use our strongest possible move here, which is Dragon Claw. This is going to be so tight, dude. Because I think we have to double protect, and then Aerodactyl's going to have to hit a move here. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. We have a chance here to just win. We have a chance here to just win. Come on, dude. Nice. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. Yep, he's dead. He's just dead. Whew. I think they had to kill Scovillain. But maybe they're hoping I was just like Giga Drain or something. But even no matter what move I fire off, I'm chilling. That was close. That was close. We got that one. We got that one in the bag though. Scovillain just got to clutch up the kill at the end there. He did burn Sneasler too. He was working it, dude. He was looking pretty nasty. Overall, I think this team was really, really fun to use. Again, shout out to Charisma Check for posting the team. At least the open pace was just really sick. I've honestly had such a fun time playing Scovillain. I think he's genuinely such a strong Pokemon. I do think that we'll have to see. I think he really could warp the game, though. I could totally see, like, Lumberry becoming, like, a really strong item going forward. Because I do think with all the presence of these physical Pokemon, he is just simply incredible. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.